soccer approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
He's got it again. Shakes off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. From midfield, looking for room. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll get the transfer rolling with an early carry. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Turning it on. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Let's talk a little bit about Missouri. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on third down to avoid doing it again. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Quarterback decides, let's think this fourth down play over, and he calls a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. He's got great speed. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. He threw a pick on the initial drive, and they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Becker. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Hoosiers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The run inside. It's Roberts. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll send the back in motion. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Complete to the left. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice.
There's some room. Smacks him with the stiff arm. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. He's now up to 52 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. Direct snap. It's Roberts. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Hardy. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And that's the 2nd time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
Throwing Simmons. Got his man out of the backfield. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Missouri!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And it's no good, and they're still down by 1. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he's going to bring this one out. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Grabbed behind the line, it's Becker. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in...
Gashing the D on the right. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. The Hoosiers will line it up on 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. Got the quick pass. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Hoosiers line it up with a 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
To the air, it's Hoover. Complete. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Now he's going to break the pocket. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
And that is how you get it done. 3rd down, it's the money down, right? We got to be at our best. How about the monster sack on 3rd down?
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Motion from the back. Here's how the career starts. His first carry.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. Simmons from the gun on third down. It's caught.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds them, and he gets the first down.
Makes you grab and room to run. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll give it to Hardy. Might have a chance. He now has 85 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener.
And really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that.
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that home run speed to make big plays, but he also runs that stretch play so nice and breaks tackles and uses his physicality. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like that in the backfield.
Yeah, and you mentioned the breaking tackles. That was really the thing. His contact balance and his ability to somehow stay on his feet on those outside zone plays were huge for Missouri's offense a year ago, and they're going to be looking to do that again. You better pack a lunch on defense every single time you're playing this guy. No question, we're expecting big things from him this season.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good...
Looking for the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. Second and goal. They'll run it with Hardy. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
Will they be able to get that one more yard and stick it in? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Gives it on the option. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
That's caught. It's Marsh. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Hoosiers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here's the pressure. Got the back over the middle. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squiver inside the 30. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest versus the Akron Zips. And it's the Demon Deacons trying to win the home opener. They've got the lead midway through the first half.
Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the... There he goes! These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Preston. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Makes the grab. It's Marsh. Could not make his way to the corner.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
On the move. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a third down stop. It looks as if we have an injured Hoosier at the end of that play. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. And the Hoosiers will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that first down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot at maintaining this drive, and now their defense has to take over in a sudden change situation.
They'll run it on the counter. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense, and that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Now on the option, the pitch.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Backing up and backing up on the first two plays, now to try to throw it and drive on third down. Here's Simmons to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
On third and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
With the catch, it's Becker. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He
goes high to pull it in. Touchdown, Indiana! They take the lead with the 6.
And that's exactly how you draw it up on offense, man. You run the football, you get those bodies committed, Jesse, and you use speed out wide with a little bit of play action.
A really nice job of setting it up by the play caller, you're right. And those linebackers and safeties, they want to come down and support the run, but a really nice throw, excellent route, and they're able to connect for a massive TD.
And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. On the ground with the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Got a little press.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Makes the grab. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit, when he's not scared to come up and tackle? A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you can tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. Big fella showing some ability, got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
Yeah, and that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. And the Hoosiers have pushed it inside the 20. Give to the running back. Fights off a defender. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
DB's right up on the receivers. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
Number 15, set to kick it away.
And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Hardy. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Sends it back in motion. Running inside. It's Roberts. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Quarterback adapting. He's going to run it. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him to get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on 3rd. Looking to the big tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And he got it! And now it's a one-possession game.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it out to the 25.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. They want that clock to run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Did get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and, of course, the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. He'll be stopped a couple of yards short. Needed to get it to the 35, but they'll spot it at the 33, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that shortness. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. They're going to make it that easy for us.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Caught, and he's got room. That'll be a first down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The run inside. It's Richard. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Now the Tigers will spend their 3rd and final timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. To the air, it's Hoover. Got his man downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB gets it out quickly, throws it out in front of his target. He's able to catch it, and not just that.
He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Indiana.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the 2-point conversion attempt. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick.
Well, it's one thing to be aggressive. It's another thing to be greedy, and that's what they're doing now. They've got the lead, and they're like, no, we're still going to go onside, kick this thing, and try to maintain possession and just not give you the ball back. And that's exactly what they did. They go out, they execute, they have it, and they're trying to add insult to injury.
Makes the grab. It's Marsh. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. 2nd and long here, but objective number 1, keep that clock moving. Makes a connection. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. He goes right back to the air. fires toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And it's been fun to watch this QB execute today because he's shown you a little bit of everything. He's shown you the fastball. He's shown you the changeup, the ability to throw to all parts of the field, and he's still taking shots. Even after having 4 touchdowns, you can tell they feel confident in him. He's confident, and he's still throwing the football down the field.
And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. And the Hoosiers with the 1st and 10. To the air, it's Hoover. Lets it fly. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down.
Man, you kind of wondered when were they going to cover this guy. He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job on the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football, almost had the big play.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They tried to fool him with the run on 3rd down, and they're looking at 4th and plenty of work to do. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead.
Indiana 38, Missouri 17.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.